thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Hardaway is out there. With Cunningham, and it's Duren in at the center position. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Works for three. Duren pulls it in. Hardaway from outside. Rebound by the Heat.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Burks finds Hero. Good ball movement here by the Heat. It's stolen by Harris. Hardaway for three. That doesn't go either for Hardaway. Miami's on 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Instead, it seems like time and again, the Heat uncover those hidden gems, turning unknowns into big contributors.
That's one of the things they do best, Kevin. The list of names like that is long, but look no further than Udonis Haslem, whose jersey they retired last season. Their hard work culture seems to breed those kind of success stories. Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And it's Wiggins missing. The Pistons have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. No good on the three.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. To the paint. Right wing. Here's Ware. No good on the triple. For the Pistons, it's been a slow start here. 6-point game. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Miami foul. Tyler Hero. First personal foul.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. 1:52 left here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Shoots the three.
And it adds so much to Hero's value when he's out there contesting shots. That's the activity they want to see.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader. Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Works for three. They grab their own miss. Here's Ware. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ware's got a couple of threes now in the first for Miami.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Cans it from downtown.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Ware passes to Burks. Kicks it out to Hero. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And the Heat, another three.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. I had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Out to Hardaway. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Hardaway has got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Cunningham against Hero. Stolen by Hero. Wiggins kicks to Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen on Cunningham. This one for 3. The shot misses. And so it's Miami, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the center. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Cunningham passes to Hardaway. Harris setting the pick for Hardaway. Out to Harris. Fires the 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Hero kicks to Adebayo. Where? Miami no good on that time either. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Detroit's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
So both teams changing it up here.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Cunningham with it. Now defended by Mitchell. And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
With the floater. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound by the Heat. From outside the arc. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Cunningham dishes it to Beasley. Back to Cunningham. Stewart with the screen on Mitchell. Cunningham passes to Ivey. Lets it go with the 3. Detroit, no good that time either.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Cunningham kicks to Harris. Beasley for 3. It's good from long range. Beasley's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option. Mitchell
against Cunningham. Back to Adebayo. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Adebayo's got it all tied up now for Miami. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. Wasted no time on that one. Robinson's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Heat.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
Mitchell finds Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. Beasley with the steal. And now the Pistons, fast break. Cunningham with it. Robinson picks him up. Beasley with a screen on Robinson. Cunningham against Robinson. Kicks it out to Beasley. Clock at 6. Ivy, no one around him. Another three for Detroit.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Robinson sets a screen for Burks. Outside Robinson. And the Heat, another three.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
It's all tied in Miami. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot draw. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. Cunningham is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Thompson in at the 3. Cunningham with it. Picked up by Hero. And the shot goes down. Harris has got 11 points.
Cade Cunningham.
Heat shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Well, the Miami Heat have always been a contention stand for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Hardaway, no good. Miami leading by 3. Wiggins in the post. Cunningham's there. Hero kicks to Burks. No good from outside. Pistons shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Cunningham. Out to Harris. Duran with a screen on Burks. Back to Cunningham. Out to Harris. Jacks up a 3. Back to Cunningham. Thompson finds Cunningham. Thompson sets the pick for Cunningham. And here is Hardaway. That 3 off the mark. Now Burks. He's got 6. And a wide open look here for Wiggins from outside off the mark. Pistons trail by 3. Cunningham with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. Outside Hardaway. Duran with the screen on Hero. That doesn't go either for Hardaway. Cunningham for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 11.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Detroit. Ivy comes in for Cunningham. Burks, the pass to Robinson. The Heat need to get a shot off. Burks can't get it to go. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. After a solid rookie campaign, Coach, Jalen Duran had a breakout sophomore year.
Well, Kevin, Jalen Duran knows who he is. Averaging a double-double, but he stays within himself. Doesn't take very many jump shots, shot well over 60%, and he has got a great motor.
Pistons leading by 3. Here's Ivy. Kicks it out to Beasley. Back to Ivy. Harris outside. Driving in. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Hero. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Adebayo passes to Robinson. A three-pointer off the mark. The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Beasley with it. Picked up by Hero. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin, and they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008, and with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
Here's Stewart. No good with the triple. The Heat trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Beasley on the wing. Schroeder against Mitchell. Beasley sets a screen for Schroeder. From deep. That shot, no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pistons lead by... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Kyle Anderson is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Larson in at the 2 guard. It's the group on the floor for Miami. The Heat making a switch here. Highsmith is checked in. Hero kicks to Robinson. Anderson a screen on Beasley. Robinson passes to Hero. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Hero's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Heat. Schroeder with the ball. Picked up by Hero. Pass to Stewart. Schroeder, right side. Knocks down the 3 ball. Schroeder's got himself on the board with 3 there.
matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Outside, Hero. Heat moving the ball around. Highsmith the pass to Hero. Out to the right wing. And here's Anderson for three. Detroit with the rebound. Now here's Beasley. Latre. Oh, they get it back. Poked away. Stolen by Robinson. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Highsmith. Kicks it out to Hero. Nails the wide open jump shot. And the Heat lead by 1. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Heat?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Detroit. Into the lane. Pass to Ivy. Stewart a screen. Beasley kicks to Stewart. Hero with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Here's Larson. Now Hero. He's guarded by Schroeder. Pass to Anderson. Robinson on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Schroeder. Now here's Stewart. Now Ivy. He's covered by Hero. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot. Schroeder's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Anderson passes to Hero. Here's Larson. Robinson for 3. Miami no good on that time either. Detroit's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them a fault.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Here's Larson. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
They set the pick. Beasley with a clean look. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Robinson passes to Highsmith. There's the triple. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Robinson.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Schroeder. Pass to Stewart. Beasley with it. Guarded by Robinson. Stolen by Robinson. Beasley with the steal. 44 seconds left in the game. He takes it in. Here's Schroeder. Off target from outside.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
Schroeder against Hero. Robinson sets a screen for Hero. Pass to Larson. Just 5 on the clock. Anderson a screen on Beasley. There's Hero with the 3. Bullseye!
He is in a zone right now. Every 3 he puts up seems to be going down.
Here's Ivy. It's good!
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch.
Washington Wizards fan, you have to be pining for the glory days, Doris.
And think how far back those glory days were, the 1970s. Back then they made 4 finals and won 1 championship. But since that point, BA, they haven't even made a conference finals. And yet again, they are in a rebuild. Incredible.
Now here's Hero. Pass to Burks. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. From outside, off the mark. And Washington with possession. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. I talked with him about how he's approaching matching up with Jordan Poole tonight, and he said to make sure we don't lose him on defense, we have to talk and we have to know where he is. Expects his team to be very active and talkative here tonight. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Coulibaly. Here's Sarr. Adebayo grabs the board.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Now here's Burks. Wiggins right side. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. George outside. Pass to Middleton. Outside Coulibaly. 3-pointer. Rebound Miami. Wiggins looking around. Adebayo from long range. Sarr pulls it in. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's George. Here's Poole. Outside Coulibaly. Wiggins with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Adebayo from long range. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Fires from deep. Pure from 3-point range.
Assertive jumper by Adebayo. I mean, he wanted it, so he took it.
Out to the right wing. Pass to George. This one for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And a fast break now for the Wizards. And the jam by George.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a 1-possession game. Well done.
And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Robinson, he's checked in for Hero. Kispert's checked in for Washington. The 3. Burke's no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
All right, Graham, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname? The Pool Party.
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
Now here's Kispert. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Adebayo. Wiggins against Middleton. Wiggins passes to Burks. Now here's Robinson. And again, Miami with a triple.
Well, Burke showing he's more than just a scorer. Terrific pass to his teammate.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, we're in the era of the 3-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Kevin Love's checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Wiggins. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. Heat leading by 9. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Burks. There's the triple. Sends it home from 3-point land. Burks has got 8.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now George. Back to Kispert to halt the run. Counted from distance.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Pass to Adebayo. Outside Robinson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's the Miami Heat. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Duncan Robinson, and it's Hero in at the 1. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And Grant, the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
For 3, Robinson, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And here's Kispert from the arc. On target from range. Kispert's got his second basket of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Hero. Still no points. Anderson with space. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Smart for 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Well, I love that Marcus Smart sprinted into that shot opportunity. You've got to be prepared on the catch, and Marcus was ready.
Here's Larson. Back to Robinson. Clock at 6. Pass to Hero. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Back to Robinson. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3. Robinson's got 6 in the quarter.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Wizards, Sars checked in for Champagny. Sadiq Bey comes in for George, and Middleton subbed in for Kispert. Now here's Bey. 4-3. The rebound by Ware. Middleton against Wiggins. Back to Adebayo. Wiggins outside. Over Middleton. Wiggins, no good. Wizards trail by 9. Jacks up a 3. The Wizards with another miss. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Ooh, not good there, Allie. Thank you. Mitchell's checked in for Miami, and he'll be shooting his first free throw. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Now here's Poole, still without a bucket. Pass to George. Bey with it. Koulibaly on the wing. The 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got his 5th rebound in this one. Heat leading by 7. Here's Mitchell on the wing. Burks. Corner shot. Counted. Burks has got 10.
And this is what Burks is out here to do. Shoot the basketball at a high percentage. Really good form.
Outside Coulibaly. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Wiggins from long range. Sarr pulls it in. Wizards trail by 7. Pass to George. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Hey, guys. The Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, thank you.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
That shot wide open. Middleton's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The kick out to Wiggins. Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. And here's Burks. From behind the arc. And there's Wiggins. That's good. On the assist by Burks.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
George, a screen on Burks. Coulibaly. Off target with the 3. And so it's the Miami Heat. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Checking out the group for Brian Keefe to start the second half. George out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Jordan Poole. And it's Sarr in at the center position. Here's Coulibaly. And the three-pointer goes. Coulibaly's got 5 points.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Adebayo against George. Goes up from the top of the key. Adebayo, no good.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That'll be a second foul of the game. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Pass to Coulibaly. Stolen by Burks.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
The Wizards trail by 8. Coulibaly on the wing, defended by Burks. Takes the 3, and again, Washington with a triple.
Yeah, good floor recognition from Sarr. Encouraging to see him working on his passing like this.
Now the Wizards in transition. Coulibaly with it, guarded by Adebayo. The kick out to Poole. Middleton outside. George outside. No one near him. Just 5 to shoot. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Poole, the pass to Sarr. Off target from 3-point range. Miami leading by 5. Burks for 3. Hits the trifecta. He's got 13.
There's a self-assurance about Alec Burks. He has no problem pulling up when the defense gives him space.
Here's the pick. Poole, the pass to Middleton. Here's Sarr. Pass to Coulibaly. From downtown, Adebayo grabs the board. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Hero for three. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got 5 rebounds tonight. Snatched away. Now here's Wiggins. George with a steal. Coulibaly with it. Now Wiggins defending. Back to Middleton. The kick out to Poole. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 6. Knocked loose. Stolen by Burks. Takes a 3. And there's Hero on the assist by Burks. Hero's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Wizards trail by 11. Pass to Sarr. 3-pointer. And another miss by Washington. Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Anderson's checked in for Miami. Robinson comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And so Hero nails both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Bay outside. Down low. And stolen by Adebayo. And here's the fast break. Robinson for 3. He drops it from range. Robinson's got 12.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Stolen by Hero. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Adebayo passes to Robinson. Now Anderson. Outside Burks. 4 on the clock. Unloads. Back to Anderson. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Wizards.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Burks. Pass to Anderson. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And he can't hit the second. And so it's the Miami Heat ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Duncan Robinson. Kyle Anderson is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Larson in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Kispert's checked in for Holmes.
Wizards substitution.
Knocked away. And a fast break now for the Wizards.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Miami making a switch here. Love's checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Brogdon's checked in for Kispert. Outside Brogdon. Pass to Bay. from outside the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Robinson passes to Hero. Here's Larson, the 3 ball. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Miami making a switch here.
Team foul. Substitutions for your Heat. Johnson.
Hero, the pass to Robinson. Nails it from 3. And the Heat lead by 18.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Shot's good by Carrington.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Robinson on the wing. Oh, it's stolen away. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Smart against Hero. Outside Robinson. 3-pointer off the mark. The Wizards trail by 13. Bay outside. Poke loose. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. So Washington ends up going with a new group. Boy, coach doesn't like that decision one bit. He's going to use his challenge on the out-of-bounds violation.
And depending on the ref's angle,
the officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
to have replay, a call that's easy and quick to confirm on the monitor.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons the coach's challenge is in place. This isn't a judgment call. There's usually pretty clear and conclusive evidence on an out-of-bounds call. All right, we're getting the word, and yes, they're going to overturn the call. The ball will be going the other way.
Yeah, the evidence on that one was pretty clear. The ball took another touch before going out of play. Good challenge.
Wizards trail by 13. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's George. And the layup is good off the glass.
Nice sequence off the inbound. Ball movement and player movement creating the good look.
Miami leading by 11. Works for 3. Pass to Hero. Now here's Adebayo. George defending. Now here's Burks. Stripped away. Here's Sarr. And that one is stuffed right through.
And by maximizing their potential on every scoring opportunity, they've somehow, some way made this a thrilling finale.
Wiggins finds Burks. Missed it. 4 for 8 in the contest. Here's Sarr. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Coulibaly on the wing, defended by Burks. The kick out to Poole. The floater. Rebound by Wiggins.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Adebayo passes to Wiggins. Again, the Heat misses. And Washington with possession. They're on a 16-3 run. It's Poole on the wing. 1:11 left in the fourth. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. And so he hits both.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
The Heat have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Hero against Poole. Pass to Adebayo. 5 to shoot. Wiggins with a screen on George. And he comes up with a bucket. And the Heat lead by 7.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And Washington making a change here. Smart's checked in, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
Works for 3. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
From the arc. And it's Coulibaly missing. It's stolen by Smart. And the Wizards on the break. From deep. And that one's good. Coulibaly. Here's Hero. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work on tracking the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And the second free throw drops. And it's an 8-point ball game. And no good on the third free throw. So he ends up 2 for 3. It's stolen by Smart. And so Miami takes the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Now, Coulibaly, following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt for three. Offensive rebound, pass to Poole. Fires away from way outside. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Cunningham kicks to Hardaway. Hits the three-point bomb.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
Here's Coulibaly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Brent, we talk about guys on the brink of stardom. Cade Cunningham is right there.
Yeah, the two areas you'd love to see Cade improve on is just taking better shots and making plays for others. He has that instinctually, Kevin, as a point guard at his size. But as his team grows, the appreciation for what Cade Cunningham can do on the floor, that will grow too.
Washington's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. George with the screen on Thompson. Middleton for three, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
Cunningham for three. The shot, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Sarr sets the screen for Poole. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And Poole able to just slip right into his shot.
Cunningham passes to Hardaway. Looking to end the run. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Poole. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Detroit making a switch here. Ivy's checked in, and the Wizards making a change here as well. Kispert's checked in. The Wizards have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Off target from three-point range. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. Now, the two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, when you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
Ivy, a screen on Poole. Cunningham for three. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Wizards leading by 5. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
And so it's Detroit with it. Following the three-pointer by Washington. In the corner, Ivy with it. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Trailing by 5. Out to Harris. To the right side. Duran finds Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sarr's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Corey Kispert is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart checked in for Duran. Thompson comes in for Harris. Beasley's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Now, here's Stewart. Fires from deep. No good from Beasley. For three, Kispert. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
So on the floor for Washington, they've got Smart. George is out there with Bay. And it's Champagnie in at the center, filling out the middle. And George kicks to Smart. George sets a screen for Smart. And again, Washington no good. Pistons trail by 5. Beasley for 3. Good on the triple. Beasley's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pistons.
More and more as a reliable spot-up shooter. Beasley, with the feet set, knocks it in.
There's a good screen. Lets the 3 fly. Harrington, that's good.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
For Jaden Ivey, the offense, Brent, looks great. Defensively, though, there's a lot to improve on.
Well, sometimes as an individual defender, you can look worse because the team defense isn't there. And so there's been sort of this reflective quality about that. But for Jaden to take on or take the next step, certainly defensively, with all of that athletic ability, he could be elite on that end of the floor.
And it's Carrington missing. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. That ties it up. Ivy's got 6 points.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
Pass to Bay. Here's Smart. George with the screen on Schroeder. Here's Smart. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Detroit's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Schroeder kicks to Stewart. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
How about Stewart stretching out the defense, and not something we see from him a ton of times.
Pass to George. Bay with a screen on Thompson. Now here's Bay. Three-pointer. And the 3-ball is good. And the Wizards lead by 2.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Beasley. Here's Ivy. Offline with his 3. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of the game. George sets a screen for Smart. Pass to Bay. Here's Champagnie. It's stolen by Schroeder. Now Detroit moving it up. Beasley for 3. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Stewart with the screen on Smart. No good from Beasley.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Pistons have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. From past the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Beasley's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Detroit.
And he can be pretty consistent out there, so the defense is going to have to force Beasley off the line.
Here's Champagnie, guarded by Stewart. They set the pick. Smart drills it from outside. Smart's got 5 points now in the quarter. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
On its way from Beasley for 2. Rebound, Washington.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 5-point Wizards lead. Schroeder against Smart. Kicks it out to Beasley. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, George to the left side wing. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Marcus Smart, he's feeling it tonight and has been a driving force for the Wizards. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
First personal foul.
Here's Poole. Middleton outside. Pass to Coulibaly. Takes the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Coulibaly's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Wizards. Cunningham dishes it to Harris. Beyond the arc. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Washington leading now by 5. George with no one around. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
Here's Coulibaly, guarded by Hardaway. Here's Sarr. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Here's Cunningham. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way, an electric player when he takes advantage.
The Pistons shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Middleton outside. And here's Poole for 3. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. That's a 2 from Cunningham. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Middleton. George with the screen on Thompson. Wizards passing it around. Here's Coulibaly. And again, Washington no good.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
For three, Harris buries it from three-point range.
A solid three-point marksman. Harris has that inside-outside offensive game.
Pass to Middleton. Back to Coulibaly. Lets it go from deep. The Wizards with another miss. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Had the space there, but it's offline.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Outside Hardaway. Launches a three. It's hauled in by George.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Coulibaly. Drills the three-pointer. Coulibaly's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Wizards. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Duran finds Thompson. The kick out to Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 6.
Good instincts from Cade that time. He has the shot all picked out, so why waste time? Let it rip.
Got that one up quick. And the Wizards lead by 2.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Harris a screen on Poole. Harris outside. Shot clock at 6. Duran down low. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Cunningham's got the game tied up here for the Pistons. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Poole. Here's Shaw. Shoots over Duran. Tie game in Detroit. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are, the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of the game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So on the floor for Washington, we've got Rashawn Holmes. Rick Kispert is out there with Gill. Then there's Smart, and it's Carrington in at the 2 spot.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Schroeder kicks to Beasley. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
For 3, Kispert. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Stewart misses. Wizards trail by 3. Now here's Kispert from the arc. No good on that one. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Schroeder kicks to Ivy. Pass to Stewart. Stewart is screen. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And right there, Dennis Schroeder shows some confidence by nailing the jumper.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kispert, the pass to Holmes. Holmes setting the pick for Kispert, and the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Cunningham kicks to Hardaway. From downtown, rebound by the Wizards.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Launches it. Sarr gets the bucket.
Well, Sarr continues to develop that three-point shot, hoping to make it a reliable part of his game.
Cunningham for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Cunningham's got the lead up to 6 now for Detroit.
And that three was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. On the wing, Hardaway. Over George. Hardaway, no good. Wizards trail by 6. Here's Poole. Takes a 3. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Cunningham looking it over. Launches from deep. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sarr's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Poole gets to Middleton. Sinks the triple.
How about that shot by Middleton? Doesn't matter where it is in the game. He'll take that shot.
Cunningham against Poole. And they're running. It's stolen by Duran. Hardaway for 3. Offensive rebound. Cunningham outside. Hardaway is screen on Poole.
Oh, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here's Koulibaly. Right between the eyes. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Harris passes to Hardaway. Cunningham on the wing. Out to Harris. Fires the 3. It's money from deep.
Tobias says, I'll take you home.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Now, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Thompson with the rebound. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Cunningham for 3. The shot, no good. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty.
a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Tyler Hero is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Stolen by Burks. Hero against Hardaway. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Just 5 on the clock. From 13. Adebayo, no good. Harris outside. There's the 3. The rebound by Wiggins. And Wiggins has got the ball here for Miami. Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. Helps his team space the floor.
Outside Burks. Cunningham against Hero. Back to Burks. Pass to Ware. Now here's Wiggins. Hero outside. Launches it. Here's Ware. Oh my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. That one on Durant. And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan. The face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and Coach put it simply. He said, quote, "We just got to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders the slip." So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Ivy's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Ware. No good on the 3. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Lets it go from deep. And Hero grabs the board. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Burks. Lets the 3 fly. Kicks it to Hero. Here's Burks. Back to Hero. Outside Burks. For 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Harris, a screen on Hero. Here's Cunningham. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Beyond the arc. And it's Miami with a rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
There's a minute 59 left in the first. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Hero. And here's Wiggins. And here's Adebayo. From deep. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. It's a 5-point game, and it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
To the middle. Here's Ware. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Harris a screen. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Hardaway with a screen on Adebayo. Harris misses. Miami leading by 9. Hero on the wing. He's watched by Cunningham. Burks for 3. Buries it from 3. Burks has got 6.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Hero against Hardaway. Adebayo up top. Pass to Ware. Back to Wiggins. Now Adebayo. Hero for three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Miami. Now hold. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
On the court for Miami here in the second. They've got Duncan Robinson, Kevin Love out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Larson in at the 2. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA. And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Pass to Larson. Now here's Hero. Sinks it from distance. Hero's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Schroeder. Out to Beasley. Launches a 3. Rebound Miami. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Hero outside. Now Robinson. Anderson with a screen. Robinson passes to Hero. Back to Robinson. Here's Jovic. And again, Miami with a triple.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Holland, he's checked in for Thompson. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. You stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Another 3 for Detroit.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
Pass to Ware, and stolen by Beasley. He's got a clear path. Moving it up. Ivy with the ball, and it's Robinson picking him up. And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Hero. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Duran with a screen on Burks. Cunningham against Burks. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harris. Miami grabs the miss.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option then.
Fires the 3. They get it back. Back to Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Wiggins. Defended by Thompson. Oh, stolen by Harris. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Back to Hardaway. And Alec Burks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
Here's Cunningham. No points yet. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Ware's got 4 rebounds in the game. For 3, Robinson. Duren with the rebound. Pistons trail by 6. Cunningham outside. Let's go with a 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Miami has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Burks for 3. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Hardaway with a screen on Wiggins. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Robinson. Cunningham passes to Hardaway. 4-3. The shot off that time. And stolen by Hardaway. The 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Monster buzzer beater. Helps carve into that deficit. It's anyone's game now.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Heat out in front, up 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, one of the stories here, Alec Burks getting it done today.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center position. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. 5 on the clock. And here's Harris outside. Rebound by the Heat. They held a 12-point lead earlier. The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories. Now here's Burks. He's got 9. Lets it go. And it's Ware missing. Cunningham looking it over. Out to Harris. Takes the 3. Drops in the 3. Harris has got 6.
Always ready to fire. Give Harris a good pass. Tobias will get you an assist.
The kick out to Wiggins. Back to Burks. Pass to Wiggins. There's the triple. And Wiggins knocks down the 3.
And that's a good shot for Wiggins. I mean, he can be deadly from the corner.
Hardaway with it. From outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Hardaway's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Wiggins, no good. Pistons trail by 3. Cunningham outside. Harris a screen for the tie. And the Pistons, another 3.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Burks for 3. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And one thing we know we'll see, Jalen Duran giving his all on the glass, Dan.
Yeah, Brian, look, he's one of the best per-minute rebounders in this league, and it's what the team needs for him. But he's also become a very good finisher around the basket.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Miami has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Lets it go from deep. Hardaway grabs the board. Detroit has got 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. And Alec Burks gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. And some changes here for Detroit. Beasley comes in for Hardaway, and Ivy subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And Miami also making a switch. Robinson's checked in. Beasley for 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 6th rebound on the night. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they were fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. Schroeder comes in for Thompson. For Miami, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. And Burks gets it to go.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Now here's Schroeder. Out to Beasley. Duran with a screen on Robinson. Beasley for 3. Drains the triple. Beasley's got 9.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to Adebayo. Launches it from deep. To the paint. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Schroeder. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ivy passes to Schroeder. And Detroit another 3.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Pass to Burks. Stolen by Ivy. And now the Pistons in transition. Beasley for 3. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. Adebayo from long range. And that's not going to go. The third quarter comes to a close. Detroit up. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And let's take a look at Miami. We've got Kevin Love. Tyler Hero is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Highsmith in at the 4. And so here is Miami following the score by Detroit. Lets the 3 fly. Fires in the triple. Robinson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Beasley outside. The 3 ball. Larson with a rebound. Heat trail by 3. Pass to Love. And here's Robinson. Shoots. Offensive rebound. Here's Highsmith. There's a screen by Love. Highsmith passes to Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Love. And the 3 off target.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Beasley outside. Fires for 3. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Robinson passes to Highsmith. Now Robinson. Hero for 3. The rebound by Stewart.
Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's gotten fewer touches.
Beasley for three. Rebound by the Heat. And here's the fast break. This one for three. Pass to Hero. Hero on the wing. Fires the three. Holland with the rebound. The Pistons lead by 6. Beasley for three. Oh, that's offensive interference. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the floor.
For Miami, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Adebayo, a screen on Cunningham. Hero finds Wiggins, and the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Burks for three. The Pistons clear it. Duran's got 8 rebounds in the game. Hero against Cunningham. The ball's knocked loose, and so the ball out of bounds. Hero touched it last.
Detroit basketball.
And here's Cunningham outside.
I mean, plastered on his man, and Hero making it difficult to move the ball.
Pass to Wiggins. Takes a three. It's good! Wiggins from the corner.
Plays with a bit of quiet intensity, but Wiggins has shown the ability to rise up in the big moments.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
Pass to Harris. From downtown. The rebound by Burks. Burks has got 5 rebounds in the game. Wiggins finds Hero. And the Heat, another three.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Outside Hardaway. Harris on the wing. Pounded by Adebayo. Hardaway against Burks. Hardaway, the pass to Cunningham. Just 4 to shoot. A deep three. Rebound Miami. Burks for three. And it's Harris with the rebound. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
For Detroit, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. And here's Cunningham outside. And again, the Pistons missing. Hardaway against Burks. Now here's Adebayo. Back to Burks to take the lead. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. But look, he's got to find something easy.
Outside Hardaway. Fires the three. Money from deep.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
They're in a tough spot. Barely enough time to run the catch and shoot.
To win the game! Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so it's Detroit who...
love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Burks for three. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Koulibaly. Traps in the tray.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And the Wizards with possession. The Heat getting the bucket. Shots good by Middleton.
And how smooth is that jumper? Middleton making it look easy from the corner.
GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
A three, Bam Adebayo, and that's good. Adebayo's got 5 points so far.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. There's the pick. Pass to Song. To the inside. Kicks it down to Middleton. The Wizards working the ball around now. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And we've got future Hall of Famer Elena Delle Donne watching this one.
And winning an MVP and title with the Mystics here in D.C. They love her in the district.
Here's Adebayo. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. That's 7 points for Bam Adebayo.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Wiggins with it, now guarded by Middleton. Wiggins kicks to Burks. Pass to Wiggins. Burks on the wing. Three-pointer. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, Burks is a lethal three-point threat. This guy has such an effortless shooting stroke.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Heat shooting their first free throw this game.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
Corey Kispert's checked in for George. Stolen by Kispert. Poole on the wing. Shot to stop the run. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Knocks it loose. Here's Koulibaly. Burks covering. The three from Poole. It's hauled in by Hero. The Heat have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was pick number 28. And Doris, he's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class. And I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Outside, Hero. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Has to Ware. Back to Adebayo. Clock at 4. Washington with the rebound. Middleton the pass to Sarr. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Here's Sarr. Middleton outside. For three, Kispert. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. And a new group getting ready for Miami. And the Wizards with possession. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Mitchell kicks to Robinson. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And here's Kispert from the arc. The Heat have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. For the Wizards, Champagne's checked in, and Georgia subbed in for Bay. The Heat also changing it up. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Love. Anderson comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Tyler Hero in for Mitchell. And Jovic gets it to go.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
To the middle. Now, here's Kispert, guarded by Robinson. There's the three. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Bay. Kept alive. A second chance effort. A three. Connects from three-point range. 5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Hero. There's the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Miami. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Heat?
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Anderson. Robinson is out there with Hero. And it's Highsmith in at the forces.
How about the energy and activity on that play? Great steal. Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now, here is Robinson. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Carrington. A three-pointer, no good. Miami trailing. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. That's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Washington.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
The three ball. Robinson pulls it in.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's the teardrop. In deep. Smart drops it in. Smart's got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards. Here's Bay. Cranes the three-pointer. Bay's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here. Have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
The shot's good from Bay.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Robinson dishes to Ware. Outside, Hero. Robinson kicks to Ware. And he banks in the lane.
Well, Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Bay. Outside for Smart. The three-pointer is right on target. Smart's got 11 points.
Well, I love that Marcus Smart sprinted into that shot opportunity. You've got to be prepared on the catch, and Marcus was ready.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Sars checked in for Gill. Chris Middleton comes in for Sadiq Bey. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Kispert. And Poole subbed in for Marcus Smart. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Wiggins comes in for Duncan Robinson. Here's Coulibaly. The Heat getting the bucket. It's Poole with the drive. Coulibaly, no good. The Heat trail by 13. Here he goes, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, terrific quickness. The burst of Alec Burks looking strong inside.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Yes, we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Who's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
And the Wizards making a change here. Smart's checked in.
Marcus Smart does a little bit of everything. You love to see him sharing the rock.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. The Heat have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
No one covering. Coulibaly's got 6.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
It's tipped. Pass to Ware. Now, here's Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. 2 points. That one goes. He's got 6.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Smart kicks to George. On the wing, Coulibaly. There's the pick. Back to George. And it's Miami with the rebound. Mitchell outside. Pass to Adebayo. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Marcus Smart, he's feeling it tonight and has been a driving force for the Washington Wizards. We witnessed, thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, Marcus Smart has been really making it happen.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Jordan Poole is out there with Coulibaly. Then it's Sarr. Then it's George. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
They get it again, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Heat have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight, and he's good on the second. We know, Doris, at one point the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Cool, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Adebayo. Kicks it out to Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Wiggins has got 7 points.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
Sarr's shot is off. The Heat trail by 7. Wiggins in the post. Defended by Middleton. And that one's good. Wiggins. And a wide open look for Sarr. Bangs home the trifecta. Sarr's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Adebayo. And he makes that one.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
Poole on the wing. He's covered by Hero. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And again, Washington with the triple.
And if you're trying to get the most out of Middleton offensively, put him in catch-and-shoot situations.
Where, no good. Washington leading now by 9. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
It's just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Burks takes it off the glass. 10 points for him.
Well, you love the cleverness of Alec Burks. My goodness, how remarkable is that into the lane and finish?
It's George on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Poole against Wiggins. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Sarr's shot is off. And it's Wiggins with the ball for Miami. Out to the right wing. Hero against George. Here's Adebayo. Ware passes to Wiggins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal.
It goes on Chris Middleton.
Some contact inside. Wiggins pretty big and will go to the charity stripe.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Anderson, he's checked in for the Heat. Duncan Robinson comes in for Tyler Hero. Here's Carrington. The Wizards with another miss. The Heat trail by 7. Wiggins with it, and it's Bay picking him up. In transition, here come the Wizards. And the dunk by Kispert.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Blocking foul called on Duncan Robinson. First personal foul. First team foul. And for the Heat, Davion Mitchell.
Here's Bay. 11 points in the game. Puts up a 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Bay's got 14 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Adebayo finds Robinson. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Adebayo.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Kispert. Bay with the screen for Kispert. And again, Washington with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
For the three. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Wizards lead by 11. Yeah. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Wizards leading by 11. On the court for the Heat, we've got Tyler Hero. Kevin Love out there with Robinson. And it's Highsmith in at the power forwards position. That one falls.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Miami's on 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Robinson for 3, buries the long-range jumper.
Robinson.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last. Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Kispert wide open, he fires. It's good from long range. And the Wizards lead by 11.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Poke loose. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. So for the Wizards, Bay comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And Middleton subbed in for Corey Kispert. And Miami making a change here. The Heat trail by 13. Pass to Burks.
Washington foul. Harrington. Second personal foul. First team foul.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Wizards leading by 11. Here's Middleton. And there's the drive. Robinson pulls it in. Jovic passes to Burks. Heat moving the ball around. They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
On the court.
Now Adebayo inside, where, and he jams it with authority.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And Sarr throws it down.
And the more we see of Alex Sarr, I'd like to see more attacks at the rim.
And the foul called on Alex Sarr. That'll be his second foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Corey Kispert's checked in for George, and Smart subbed in for Jordan Poole. Pass to Burks. Adebayo kicks to Ware. Back to Hero. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Now Hero, guarded by Smart. Wiggins dishes to Burks. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Wiggins. And a wide open look for Hero. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Smart. Kicks it down to Middleton. Lets the 3 fly. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And that's his game. Middleton knows he's out there to shoot the rock whenever he gets a good look. 3rd
minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Back to Adebayo.
2 minutes.
Pass to Burks.
In the fourth quarter.
Now Adebayo. Burks finds Adebayo. Here's Ware. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
It's Smart with the drive. That one good for 2.
I'll tell you, the dynamic physicality of Marcus Smart, he has gotten a lot of opportunities.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Miami. Outside, Hero. Wiggins left side. Burks the pass to Hero. Adebayo with the ball. Pass to Ware. The Heat need to get a shot off. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Off target with the open look. For 3, Kispert. And again, Washington with the triple.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Wizards.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Marcus Smart.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To halt the run. And again, it's the Heat missing. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Brogdon the pass to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Brogdon, and Washington again with the bucket.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon has such a polished offensive game. Mid-range jumper, yes, he'll take it.
Fires from deep. Off on that one. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that... impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Shots good by Middleton.
This is part of Middleton's arsenal. He has range for days.
Rule with the steal. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
Possession to Detroit.
In the corner, it's Harris. Jacks up a three. And Sarr pulls it down.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Poole from deep three-point territory. The quick look, no good that time. Cunningham for three. Washington with the rebound. On the wing, through the volley. Guarded by Hardaway.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shots good by Duran.
Defending Cunningham, boy, they challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Off target with his three. Washington's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Sarr, the pass to George. From the arc. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Brian Keefe. David.
Talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now here is Hardaway. From downtown. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Poole against Cunningham. For three, Middleton. Rebounded by Hardaway. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And it's blocked. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Kisper's checked in for Washington. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Ivy's checked in. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Ivy finds Hardaway. Cunningham sets a screen for Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Washington trail. Middleton inside the three-point line, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. It's to Hardaway. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's Poole. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. And there's Poole on the assist from Kispert. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Ivy. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The Wizards with the lead. In the corner, Middleton with it. The Wizards working the ball around now. Now Kispert. Still yet to score. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Out to Harris. And he's good on the three ball.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
Kispert wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Ivy. Misses the three. Now the Wizards with it. Trailing by 2. Fires from way outside. Kispert, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Cunningham kicks to Hardaway. Three-pointer. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 5 rebounds tonight. That will count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Asar Thompson is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ivy in at the 2 guard. Now here's Smart, following the miss by Malik Beasley. Here's Bay. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Drops in the tray.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest up low.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Carrington. From beyond the arc and then some. Carrington's got his first 3 points of the game. Smart against Schroeder. And here's Stewart. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Holmes. Now George. Launches it. And again, Washington with the triple.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The Pistons trailer. Schroeder surveying the floor. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Washington's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Smart misses. Detroit's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And that one's good. Schroeder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Bay. Hasn't made one yet. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Wizards lead by 1. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
Now Bay, following the miss by Malik Beasley from deep. Clock at 2. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Schroeder against Smart.
Wizards foul.
And Washington going with a whole new group here.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Detroit with the ball. Off the inbound. Out to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Shoots over Poole. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 5 now.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
Poole. And a wide open look for Shaw. And the 3 off target. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. On the wing, Hardaway. And it's off from three-point range. Washington's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
So it's Detroit now, following the three-pointer by Washington. Hardaway, no good.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
And, well, Detroit shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
And the Pistons with possession here. Trailing by 2. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. 8 points for him.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
On the wing, Koulibaly. Guarded by Hardaway. The Wizards with another miss. Pistons leading by 4. Duran with a screen on George. That doesn't go either for Hardaway. Pass to Song. For 3, Middleton drills the three-pointer. Middleton's got 8 points. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pistons lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Sarr out there with George. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Poole in at the 1 spot. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Pulls it from 20. It's rebounded by Poole.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
And Koulibaly gets it to go. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Cunningham for 3. And the 3-ball is good. 8 points for him.
3-point
And
field
you
goal.
see that one-motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
And Poole launches it from deep. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. No good with the triple. Middleton outside. And George kicks to Middleton. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Middleton, a screen on Hardaway. Koulibaly gets it to go from beyond the arc. Koulibaly's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Washington. Lets it go with the 3. Hardaway, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
From deep, George. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Duran's got 6 rebounds in the game. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And Koulibaly gets it to go.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's Poole with the drive. Pass to Sarr. Koulibaly with it. Over in the corner, Poole. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Beyond the arc. Koulibaly, no good. The Pistons have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And every time you think one team's got something going, the other seems to respond.
Pass to Poole. Nice ball movement by Washington. For 3, Middleton trains the three-pointer. Middleton's got 11 points.
And I love seeing Middleton rise up there with confidence, knocking it down for that corner 3.
Cunningham for 3. Washington with the rebound. Sawyer's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Harris against George. Down low. On the wing, Koulibaly. Pass to Poole. Now George, guarded by Harris. Middleton, a screen on Harris. Back to Poole. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Pistons. Ivy comes in for Cade Cunningham.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
The Pistons trailing. Beasley right side. Hands it from downtown. Beasley's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Sarr sets the screen for Kispert. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Thompson for the triple. Rebound by the Wizards. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Kispert finds Poole. Now here's Kispert. Guarded closer. Hits the three-point bomb. Kispert's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And stolen by Song. Pass to Kispert. Right side, George. Here's Kispert. Poole with the screen for Kispert. And again, Washington with the triple. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. For 3, Beasley. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. What? And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. The pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth, we've got Malik Beasley. Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ivy in at the 2 guard. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up blocked shots.
How about the ball hawking defensively, moving their feet, anticipating, and then also coming up with steal.
And it's Schroeder missing. Wizards leading by 8. Takes a 3. Kispert, no good. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Got that bucket in no time at all.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Bay passes to Smart. Bay with a screen on Schroeder. The 3. Holland with the rebound. Pistons trail by 5. Beasley kicks it over to Schroeder. Kicks it out to Beasley. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Beasley. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It's tipped. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Schroeder dishes to Beasley. Puts up a three, and another three for Detroit.
And a cold-blooded triple to calm this crowd down after what looked like a huge three at the other end.
Near the three-point line, it's Kispert. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. And the Wizards lead by 2. It's Beasley on the wing. Defended by Kispert. Stewart, a screen for Beasley. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. 1:35 left here in the fourth quarter. To take the lead. Rebound, Washington. Here we go, one-on-one. The shot's good from Kispert.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Beasley. Kispert with it. He's up against Beasley. Fires the three. Kispert, no good. Pistons shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Stewart, a screen for Beasley. To the wing on the left. Stewart passes to Beasley. Over Kispert. No good from Beasley.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
From past the arc. Kispert, no good. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Schroeder dishes to Beasley. Pass to Holland. Back to Beasley to take the lead. No good from three-point territory. Misses the three. For three, Kispert. Here's Champagne. And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish this day.